part of the NBC Sports Group.
After a successful road trip in Texas and in Minnesota, it's time for the American League Central leading Sox to take care of business in our own backyard. Tonight marks the beginning of 9 straight games here on the South Side. First up, American League Rookie of the Year candidate Mike Trout and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Can Robin's crew bring the Angels MVP down to earth, and can they clip the wings of newly acquired Zack Greinke? Find out next on Comcast Sportsnet. We are coming to you from the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, where tonight Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, Alex Rios, and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, Mark Trumbo, and the surging Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the first of this 3-game set and the first of this 10-day, 9-game homestand. We'll have 3 with these guys, 3 with Kansas City, finish it off with 3 against Oakland. So the Sox come off that 6-game road trip. We won 2 out of 3 in Texas, 2 out of 3 in Minnesota. Really didn't play that well, but we came back with a 4-2 record. We're 2.5 in front of the Tigers, who are taking on the Indians in Detroit tonight. 7.5 in front of Cleveland, but tonight for us, Philip Bumper.
Last time out, Philip Bumper was absolutely brilliant against the Texas Rangers. And in that ballpark, to be good against the Rangers is pretty good because we saw what happened to these Angels the last 2 games in that ballpark. Their pitching staff absolutely got clobbered. So we threw very well against them, and Umber was a big part of it. He's 5-5 this year, the ERA just below 6. But we're looking for the same as we saw last time out. He got the breaking ball over the plate, stayed ahead, kept the ball down, changed speeds, and that's what you have to do against a good hitting team like the Angels. Zack Greinke goes to the mound for the Angels, and he's pretty good. He was 9-4 when he was with Milwaukee. He lost his first game as a member of the Angels, but he threw the ball very well. Against our ball club lifetime, he's 7-10, so we've hit him pretty well with an ERA up close to 4. But this is a really good pitcher, a big acquisition for the Angels. We'll see how he fares tonight. But this homestand is something we have to take advantage of. Let's see if we can start this evening.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down because it's Elvis night and White Sox baseball coming your way.
Don't ever let me find you gone, 'cause that could bring a tear to me.
To you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all, Ford. Drive one. The new wireless receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit att.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. BMO Harris Bank. Helping money make sense. BMO Harris Bank. NA member FDIC. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. And by Toyota, with great specials on fuel-efficient vehicles. Right now, you can get a lot for less at your local Toyota dealer.
80 degrees at game time, and it's the first place White Sox against the third place Angels. Now for the Miller time Angels starting lineup under Mike Scioscia. Mike Trout, everybody's all everything leading off, and it's Hunter, Pujols, Trumbo, Morales, Callaspo, Kendrick, Izturis, and Iannetta rounding it out. The defensive setup and how they'll line up behind Umber, Viciedo, Diaza, and Rios. In the infield, Euclid, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. A.J. Przinsky gets a nod behind the plate, and our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is Philip Umber. So we're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for the first of this three-game set. And the first pitch of the ball game from Philip Umber to the rookie. Mike Trout is taken for a strike. Trout comes in, All-State in 2 states, hitting at .347, 18 homers, 55 knocked in, 33 stolen bases, 21 doubles, and 5 triples. And he's just 20 years old. That's a good pitch. He can run and just does get it. Wow.
Gordon realizing that there are very few guys in this league as fast on the right side as Mike Trout, nipped him by a half step.
So here is Torrey Hunter hitting at .293, 11 homers, 51 knocked in. 37-year-old veteran takes first pitch strike. Angels have come in hitting at .271 as a team with a 3.93 ERA. They got off to a slow start and now are starting to pick it up. And count nothing in 2. Angels 27-27 on the road, 30-22 at home.
That's what Torrey Hunter has done during his last 8 games.
0-2 hanging breaking ball to a veteran, usually goes for extra bases. 15th double.
I talked to Mike Scioscia about the resurgence of Torrey Hunter, and he said he is hitting between Trout and Pujols, the best place to hit in Major League Baseball. There's a rolling curveball, at least on pitch tracks. We'll show you it's right down the middle. Hunter right by Euclid, who was not shading the line, and that ball wasn't supposed to be on the inner portion.
So here's Pujols hitting at .286, 22 homers, 73 driven in. Last year with the Cardinals, .299, 37 homers, and 99 knocked in. This is the 3rd meeting of the year between these 2 clubs. We played them twice out at their place and we split. .21 to count. And here at the ballpark, .330 down the left field line, .335 down the right field line, .375 in the gaps, and .400 straightaway center.
Pujols has 51 extra base hits. He's 3 behind the leaders, Cano and Cabrera. And the umpires for the game tonight. Lance Barrett behind the plate, Paul Nart at first, Dana DeMuth, the crew chief, at second, and Doug Eddings is at third.
One and 2 the count. Outfield straight up. And that's popped up. And to right, Hunter not going anywhere. And that's out number 2. That'll bring up Mark Trumbo. For the most part, he's been the silent hitman. And look at those numbers. .296, 28 homers, 70 driven in. Last year became the first Angel in franchise history to lead the club in home runs and RBIs. He got a chance to be a real monster. He does a lot of good things at the plate. He has a nice approach, good mechanics, and a lot of power. Takes first pitch strike.
They thought he could play some third base. It didn't work out that way. And Mike Scioscia told me that he's pretty comfortable with him playing occasionally at first, but Pujols plays there. But they'll put him in either corner and feel pretty good about it in the outfield.
Pretty good pitch, didn't get it. Umber has got to spot his fastball against these guys. There was a strike. But to count 1-1. First of 3 with the Angels. And we'll have Kansas City for 3 and Oakland for 3. Pokes that into right field for a base hit. They're going to wave him around. And here's the throw. Made a good throw. One hop. AJ couldn't put it on him. So it is 1-0. Halos.
Trumbo has really learned how to be a run producer. That fastball is outside, not close to a strike. Puts it into right field, even with a good throw. Couldn't get Torrey Hunter.
So here's Morales. Morales at 273, 12 homers, 47 knocked in. And there's a base hit.
Morales got a fastball right down the middle. Nissan pitch tracks will show you that that ball drifted from the inside part of the plate to cut the heart of the plate. And so it's 3 base hits and a run this inning.
And here's one of 3 switch hitters. Morales being the first. Callaspo at the plate, the second, and his Turris the third. Callaspo hitting at 247, 8 homers and 35 knocked in. Angels coming off that 4-game series with the Texas Rangers, where they won the first 2 and then lost the last 2. Good curveball. 1-1 to count. As we speak, top of the 4th in Detroit. Tigers leading Cleveland 3-1. Indians 7.5 games back of our Sox coming into today, and Cleveland on a 6-game losing streak. Indians also have let Johnny Damon go. Johnny called it. He said if they fall out, he'll be the first one to get the axe. Got a pretty good breaking ball to hit right there and couldn't do anything with it.
Callaspo, a stronger hitter and a better hitter from the right side than he is from the left. Although home runs evenly divided at 4 on each side, but many more opportunities to hit as a left-hand hitter than a right-hand hitter.
Yes, nice play. Good play by Alexei. Quick transfer. But they come up with a run. Strand 2 after half inning of play. It's the Halos 1 and the good guys coming to bat.
Here's how Robin's going to line him up tonight. Diaza leading off, then it's Euclid, Dunn. Paulie hitting fourth with Rios, Brzezinski, Viciedo, Ramirez, and Gordon Beckham playing second and hitting 9. The defense and how they'll set up behind Greinke. Trumbo, Trout, and Hunter in the outfield. Callaspo is Turris, Kendrick, and Pujols in the infield. Chris Iannetta behind the plate, and our Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher is Zach Greinke. That's the one start he had against Tampa Bay. He lost that ball game, but threw very well. And it's unusual for these Angels to not hit the baseball.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Alejandro takes first pitch strike. Diaza hitting at 287, 6 homers, 42 knocked in. Sox hitting at 258 as a club with a 3.97 ERA. Greinke, 28 years old, 6'2", 200 pounds, out of Orlando. That pitch misses. Caught a break. And the count 2-1. And that's a good way to start. Good speed aboard. He is 20 for 28 in stolen bases.
That fastball up and on the outer third of the plate. But Diaza, who had a terrific series in Minnesota, starts off this series in a very good fashion.
Here's Uke hitting at 238, 10 homers and 36 knocked in. He is 1 for 10 lifetime off Greinke as Uke takes strike 1.
Iannetta looking over in the dugout.
There he goes, and there's the hit and run. Executed perfectly. Runners at the corners, nobody out.
Kendrick was covering, leaving the right side vacated. And Uke takes it right exactly where Kendrick was. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And the big man up. So Robin showing a little movement early in the game.
He's a two-way movement for him. First of all, the hit and run. Next of all, and even maybe for Robin, more importantly, you've been struggling. And sometimes when you get him a hit and run off a tough right-hander like this, you make him stay on the ball longer, which he did right there. You make him try to do something except think mechanics, which he did there, and he gets himself a base hit and puts Diaz on third. So here's Adam. Takes ball one. He's hitting .211. 31 homers, 74 knocked in.
396. That's the number of home runs Adam has.
And he's got the catbird seat.
He also leads the league by a wide margin in walks. It's 4 home runs for 400, 4 runs batted in for 1,000.
Good check. 3-0 Paulie on deck. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Adam Dunn made a lot of friends going through that tough year he had last season, and the way he carried himself and the way he handled it. Big gap out there in right center. And that'll load him up for Paulie. Paulie has had a tough time against Greinke. 62 at bats, 9 hits. Does have a homer. 9 for 62.
Well, tough as Greinke has been against just about everybody. He's 7-10 lifetime against our ball club with an ERA knocking at the door of 4. That for him is pretty high, and a 7-10 record against an individual team is unusual.
Paulie hitting at .323, 17 homers, 52 driven in. Sacks packed, nobody out, bottom of the first, 1-0 Angels if you're just tuning in. As he takes strike one. Lays off that one.
Pretty impressive numbers with the bases loaded over the course of Paulie's career. Looking for Grand Slam number 11.
And they're going to come home, and now pulls him off the bag. But they get Diaz home on the force, 1 out, and that'll bring up Alex.
Iannetta took an unusual amount of time to get this throw off to first base and then pulled Pujols off the bag. Figure you've got some time with Paulie running, but that slide by Diaz going in as hard as he did, and I think, and I'm wondering exactly what Mike Socha is saying where Paulie was running down the line.
What's that for? He didn't hit him. Socha being a former catcher.
You see Paulie well inside the line there. And that's one of the reasons why that throw was pulling Pujols off the bag. And now they're going to check, because what Socha is saying is that because he was inside the line, it forced Iannetta to throw that ball and pull Pujols off the bag.
Socha's got nothing to lose by checking. to go after. Dana to Kuchi. But I like it because Greinke's just walking around out there.
I'm surprised Greinke is not throwing some warm-up pitches. I think that's what he's talking to Doug Eddings about. He said, hey, look, I'm going to have to throw some warm-up pitches because this argument is taking a bit longer.
Well, there's a play right there that most veteran offensive players in the game of baseball hate. Anyway, first of all, if he had hit Paulie, then they may have called him out. If he had drilled him in the back, they may have called him out. But most offensive players with that line on the outside of the foul line, it's useless in most cases. Useless.
Paulie started out well on the grass and then kind of drifted in toward the bag. We had the same call go against us in Minnesota where they didn't make the call in a similar situation. In fact, it was almost identical. And watch it here. Watch where Paulie is. Right there, he is well on the grass. Now as he drifts back, because of where he is, it kind of forces that throw away from the bag, and now the umpires are still meeting again.
Well, that's one reason hitters, offensive players hate that, because of the fact right-handed hitters, when they make a swing, they pull the ball to the left side. They're going to be on that grass when they leave that box, when they run out of the box. You will never see a right-handed hitter, a power hitter especially, leave that box and go right down the dirt part. So, Babin, Jeff Manto, the players just wait this thing out and see what the umpires are going to come up with. I think that's probably what Socha told him. Well, what if he had hit him? Would you have called him out? If you would have, then he was too far inside the line.
Well, in the meantime, the best part about this is that Greinke is still just standing around after tossing a couple, and Mike Socha is going to protest this game. Haven't seen too many of these upheld, but he's going to do it anyway.
So after a lengthy discussion, that'll bring up Rios with sacks packed and 1 out. Euclid at third, Dunn at second, Konerko at first. Jacks it up and takes ball 1. Alex hitting at .315, 16 homers, 63 knocked in. He is 11 for 33 lifetime off sack with a homer and 6 RBIs. And he's got a 2-0 count with AJ on deck.
Greinke has had a somewhat remarkable year in keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's thrown 130 innings so far and given up just 7 home runs. That is a very, very low total.
And a count 3-0. So maybe that lengthy discussion let him cool off a little bit. Checks it up and made a good pitcher's pitch on a 3-0 count.
looked like Alex had an idea that he wanted to go after it, but all he could do is beat that one into the ground. So
he had the green light.
Strike one, yes.
And there's a base hit. They're going to wave him around. Here's the throw all the way, and he is bowled over, but holds on to the ball. So we have had two guys at the plate, one forced and one thrown out, but the game is tied at 1.
Dumbo making a very good throw. It was accurate, although it was a bit of a rainbow, with the big man applying the big hit on Iannetta. He still can't dislodge the baseball. But for Rios, he drives in his 64th run. It's back from his football days. He delivered a pretty good blow, but Iannetta was able to hang on. And with the glove hanging out there, I'm surprised he was able to do that.
So here's AJ. AJ has had the best success against Zip Greinke. 20 for 49 with a couple of homers. But now he'll be hitting with 2 out and a man on first and second. Takes ball 1. Pull a string on him. And let's check out our Farmers Insurance picks to click tonight. Jim and Joe, our director and the crew, they went with Viciato. Steve's going with Beckham. J.J. Shearer, Ed Fernandez, all the great folks at Ditka's, downtown, and at Oakbrook. We're going to go with the man at the plate right now. That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. Trout back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. 3-run bomb by AJ and the Sox. Lead it 4-1. It's all good. A new career high for AJ with 19 home runs.
It's a 4-1 game as AJ has driven in 58. A Ford home run replay. It's a fastball up and out over the plate. And Pierzynski, who came in absolutely killing Greinke, continues to kill him.
So indeed, that lengthy discussion may have cooled Greinke off. As Tank, chopper to Hopper, Callaspo. And that'll retire the side, but not before a big crooked number goes up on that board. We'll go to the second leading 4-1.
Miller time later in the game, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Top of the second inning and a 4-1 Sox lead.
Mike Scioscia still not happy about that non-call. But the call's going to stand. First he had a talk with Paul Nauert. Then he had a talk with Dana DeMuth. He's one of the guys to talk to.
So here's Howie Kendrick, the second baseman. Takes first pitch strike. Nice crowd on hand. Kendrick hitting at 281, 5 homers, 35 driven in, and there's a breaking ball hit softly for Alexei.
Bottom part of the order, and when your team puts up a 4 spot, it's nice to get the opposition out, get back into the dugout, and let the offense, which has a lot of momentum, continue to roll.
Here's Meiser. There's Torres hitting at 244, a couple of homers and 15 driven in. He's 3 for 4 lifetime off Phillip. And he has always been a pain in the derriere to us when he's played. He is a .321 career hitter against our Sox. Pops that one up. 2 down. And that'll bring up Chris Iannetta. Well, what a job he did holding on to that baseball, being absolutely destroyed by Adam Dunn in that collision. And for those of you who missed that collision, poof.
The reason he was able to hang on was that Adam didn't get his body on the baseball in the glove. This top of his helmet hit it, and then Adam's big body hit the middle of Iannetta's body and couldn't shake the ball loose. But it wasn't for lack of effort from the big man, because he hit him hard.
1-2. Also a big break he caught, that he was in the air when Adam hit him rather than being braced with his legs. You don't know what he might have been, just absolutely totally destroyed then. Full count. And the payoff. Walks the 9th place hitter.
Bad man to walk, Singh, is he missed 67 games with a fractured right wrist, and he's really just coming back from it. Now you have to move to the top. To man who's got a chance to run away with Rookie of the Year, but also a good shot at the MVP.
He grounded out to Beckham. Fakes the bunt and takes the ball.
There you see his rankings this year. Batting average first, runs first, stolen bases first, slugging percentage, well, he drops to second there. And on base percentage, third.
And it's a 4-3 ball game.
Gives you some sort of an idea how strong this young man is, and why, when I talked to Sosha about who he reminded him of, he said, without a doubt, the only guy that comes close as being as destructive as he is Ricky Henderson at the top of a batting order. Ford home run replay. And this one is just crushed.
As we talked about, he has got to spot his fastball. He falls behind. He makes some mistakes inside the strike zone. They're not going to miss him. Torrey Hunter got a 0-2 hanging breaking ball, doubled hard down the third baseline and scored. So 19 homers, 57 RBIs for that youngster.
And for Philip, you're going to give up home runs to Mike Trout. That's just kind of what he does. But it was the walk to Iannetta that turned it into a 2-run inning.
Somebody get over there. And they just do get him. So he walks the ninth place hitter. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. It is a 4-3 Sox lead.
A 10-1 at home, a batting average of .321, almost 7 runs a game, 17 homers, 30 doubles, batting average of runs in scoring position. We've got 4 hitters in the top 10, and the ERA has been terrific.
First pitch, curveball strike to Alexei. Hitting at .264, 4 homers and 49 knocked in. Alexei 3 for 26 lifetime off Greinke, but he does have a homer. 4-4-0 for our guys, 3-4-0 for their guys.
Detroit now leading Cleveland 7-1. That game moves to the top of the 6th, and the Indians are truly starting to fade.
A shot right back through the middle.
Promising way to start the second inning. Is that one up and out over the plate? And Lexley takes it right back where it came.
Here's Beckham. Gordon is 4 for 14 lifetime off Greinke with a homer. Ramirez 14 for 17 in stolen bases. That's outside. Now field for the most part straight up and spread out. Trumbo in left, Trout in center, Hunter in right. First and 30, Gordon. Couldn't pull the trigger and the count evens at 1. And a reminder, Tuesday, August 21st, well, it's a green game powered by Constellation. First 10,000 fans will receive a White Sox reusable bag presented by all the good folks at Constellation Energy. Greinke gets the call on that one.
Nissan pitch tracks. We'll see where the 3 appears. And it has a touch of the outside corner.
There he goes. Throw. He gone.
Well, Steve Solis, the catching coach, has done a great job with Chris Iannetta. Major league average is 2 seconds. Leather to leather. Home to first, home to second. With Iannetta, who was very slow. His footwork now much better. His throw's much more accurate. They cut him down at second base, and he's at the 191, 192 mark, which is plenty good enough.
There's Torres. And that's out number 2. Alexi did not get a good jump there. It was decent lead and a static jump. So here's Diaza. He started off that 4-run first with a base hit. Washington Nationals made a deal today. Surprising deal. Picking up Kurt Suzuki.
Well, I'm pretty sure with an $8 million price tag next year that he went on the waiver wire. There weren't a lot of teams that were willing to pay that kind of money for a guy hitting in the low 2s, but I'm happy to see him go. He's really hurt us.
One and 1 to count.
Oakland coming in at the end of this homestand. And Suzuki always did a fine job behind the plate.
And there's another base hit by Alejandro. So more good speed aboard. Uke on a beautiful executed hit and run. Got the base hit to the right side. That curveball he takes a lot off of. Grabs a strike and the count 0-1.
Not too many hitters going to swing at this on the first pitch. You can pretty much tell them it's coming and they'll wait to see if they can hit a fastball.
Oh, 0-2. Also in that Washington victory over the Marlins, Jose Rios extended his hitting streak to 22. There he goes. And he calls him out. Duke says, what? Meanwhile, we get a couple of hits. We strand one, and it's still 4-3 good guys. It's a 1-run lead for our guys, 4-3. For the Angels, it'll be Pujols, Trumbo, and Morales. Curveball strike. Pujols popped up to Rios in right field.
If you go inside, you better go way into Pujols. But the way I've seen people get him out consistently is actually up and away, not down and away.
Over into the photographer's well.
What a run he had with the St. Louis Cardinals. He came up with them. Career batting average 326, 467 home runs, all the extra base hits, 8-time All-Star, 3-time MVP.
He gone. First strikeout for Umber.
Good breaking ball. Albert trying to expand that strike zone to stay alive. No contact.
Trumbo just poked a single in the right field with 2 out to score Torrey Hunter in the first inning. Mark now 71 RBIs. Can't get that one. Goes up out of the zone trying to get that one. And the count 1-2. infield. They are straight up and deep, about equidistant. Tried to sneak that one by him at 90. Here's a chopper 2 hopper. 2 down. And it'll bring up Morales, who singled in the hole between first and second.
Talking a bit with Vernon Wells before the game. He's not playing very much. And what happened was when he got hurt, at that point, Trout had made his presence known. Had to find a place for Trumbo to play. And Vernon's the odd man out.
Artie Moreno is out a little bit too. Just off the corner. Artie Moreno, the owner of the Angels, and what a job he's done since taking over that ball club. Spent buku bucks.
Well, he's got Vernon signed through 2014. He's a very expensive luxury to have on that bench.
2-2 the count.
Here's a look at Vernon. There'll be a lot of guys clearing waivers. Vernon undoubtedly one of them.
Well, as we talked about earlier, I mentioned the fact that sometimes it's a lot easier after the deadline to make deals than it is prior to, simply because of the cash involved. Curveball high. Full count. Joe Blanton was dealt today. To the Dodgers. And there's ball 4. Second walk issued. And that'll bring up Callaspo, who grounded out to Alexei. And that's foul straight back. One and one to count to the 28-year-old switch hitting infield. And that's down into the corner. And it's just foul. Thank you so much.
Paul Nauert on a call. This ball hooking. And it goes on the right side, literally and figuratively down the line.
Two out. And again, a redo on the 1-2. Watch out.
Mayasco came over from Kansas City. Spent some time with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Signed originally as a free agent by none other than these Angels.
He's a .322 lifetime hitter against us. Payoff pitch. Back-to-back walks. And Cooper out. And while we have a moment on a sad note, Peter Guerrero, who was co-owner of Beggar's Pizza, passed away Sunday from cancer. He was a season ticket holder, an advertiser with our Sox. And we took off on short flights. We always had his pizza on the airplane. So our condolences and shout out to his wife and children on the passing of Peter Guerrero. So here's Howie Kendrick. He grounded out 6-3.
Same thing happened this inning that happened last inning. 2 quick outs, and then Phillips seemed to lose his concentration. Last inning was a walk to Ionetta and a 2-run homer. This inning, after 2 quick outs, back-to-back walks, and a tough hitter in Howie Kendrick.
Kendrick has good plate coverage. And that's back to the middle into center field. So this game is tied at 4.
Takes it right back up the middle, and Morales, who doesn't run particularly well, able to score without a play. So the 2 walks set up Kendrick. He drives in runs number 36. And you got to start again. Brand new game.
They have scored 3 runs with 2 out, nobody on. And here's Torres. Kendrick 8 for 14 in stolen bases.
This Angel team, with the addition of Mike Trout, have swiped 83, been caught only 22 times. Trout's been somewhat amazing. Not only is he a prolific base stealer at 33, but he's only been caught 3 times. Just an amazing percentage.
Balls behind is Torres 2-0. The one thing that has really hurt us throughout the course of this season has been the base on balls. More so than anything else. That's foul straight back below us. And there's a base hit. So the second walk is going to score. And it's 5-4. Here's Torres. And continues his hitting against us.
This is 16th run batted in this year. Got that ball out away from him.
He has walked 3 and all 3 have scored, and we're just in the 3rd inning. Cannot check it up.
Coming back from a broken wrist, it's going to be very difficult for him to check that swing. As you saw by the last pitch.
Some more 2-out damage done because of the base on balls, and we trail it 5-4.
Question, and it is, which 2 Angels in team history have won the AL MVP award? You think about that? We'll get back to you a little later in the game with the answer.
Adam Dunn. He walked. In his first at bat. Curveball strike. So Greinke might have a second wind out there after being down 4-1 after 1. He now leads it 5-4. Good pitch. And the count 1-2. Adam would not chase. 4-6-0 for us, 5-6-0 for them. That curveball on the ground, 1 out.
This is one of the plays that set up the first inning. The throw home by Callaspo, and then the throw pulling Pujols wide of the bag. Albert motions at Paul Nauert because the play was inside the line. Mike Scioscia is irate, and that went on for a while. The decision, at least for the moment, has gone against the Angels, and it set up a 4-run first.
Paulie hit into a 5-2 fielder's choice.
And at that time, right after that play, Mike Scioscia protested the game, which you have to do before the next play.
One out into 1-1 pitch. Probably with a 2-2 count.
A two-seam fastball that runs into the right-hander that he keeps down and in is very difficult to put in play, other than hitting it right at Callaspo or his Turris, or off your body, because it's really moving well, and it's at 94 miles an hour.
That was the best one he's had to hit. Fouls it back. Outfield, Trout slightly over towards left center. Sturris got plenty of time. A high throw. 2 down.
We're going to give you the major league rule that handles this. Even if it's held that the protested decision violated the rules, no replay of the game is going to be ordered unless, in the opinion of the league, the violation adversely affected the protesting team's chances of winning the game. The manager must notify the umpires at the time of the play under protest occurs and before the next pitch, play, or attempted play. And that would have adversely affected it because, assuming the same set of circumstances, the hit by Rios, still the out at the plate by Dunn ends the inning, and AJ never comes to bat, and then the 3-run homer never is hit. But first, you have to win the protest, which is something that's very difficult to do.
0-1 to count to Alex. RBI single and a run scored. Jacks it up. He did not go. Oh, he got a cookie right there and got underneath it. So a 1-2-3 inning. That's the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, and we trail it 5-4.
Try the new Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell.
Top of the fourth inning. 5-6-0 for them. 4-6-0 for our Sox. Top of the order, Trout, Hunter, and Pujols. Mike Trout 1 for 2. And if you miss that shot in the second inning. Almost got it to the concourse. Curveball strike. And the count 1-1. So Mike, 20 years old. He'll be 21 in 4 days. Buke, forget it. You hit the ground on that guy.
You better have a trampoline to get you back up. He's just too fast. 2 for 3 so far. Nice play by Euclid, but zero chance.
The only thing you got to worry about here is not second, it's third.
Well, Phillip is pretty slow to the plate. He's well above major league average, even with his slide step. That bodes well for Mr. Trout.
AJ went out and he had to tell him, hey, let's get the hitter. Let's get the hitter. Don't get wrapped up in the speed of Mike Trout over there and forget about Torrey Hunter.
You could hardly be in a better spot than Torrey Hunter, because you're usually hitting with the pitcher in the stretch, and you get a guy up behind you, and Pujols is one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball. American League leaders. Leads Rajay Davis by a pretty good margin. Ben Revere right there. Isn't Jason Kipnis?
And a count 2-0. So he's got the catbird seat. First of a 3-game set, first of a 10-day, 9-game homestand. 3 with the Angels, 3 with the Royals, and 3 with the Athletics. All right. Rack him up. 2 down.
Big pitch. They decide not to run with Trout. Cost him a double play. A tailor-made 2, 6-4-3, and very easy.
Here's Pujols. He has gone out to right and he struck out. One and 1 to count. And ball into right center field. Diaza, wrong way. Nope. It just split him. It was slicing away from Alejandro.
Looked like there might have been a lack of communication on the part of Diaza and Rios, because that ball was up for a long time, and although it was slicing away from Alejandro, it looked like both guys pulled up. Alejandro slowed down, then he looked over at Rios, and Rios couldn't get to it. So it turns into a 2-base hit.
Pujols now 30 doubles. And here's Trumbo. Had a little soft RBI single to right field in the first inning. He grounded to short last inning.
Talked to a baseball man that saw that Angel series in Texas. Said that Trumbo hit the ball so hard that he took the glove off of Andrus' hand at shortstop. Next time up, hit a line drive right at Beltre that just reflexes stopped from going to the outfield. Not many guys around have as lively a bat as this big guy.
He's got a 2-0 count. Morales on deck. Took one right there. Wheelhouse. Top of the 7th in Detroit. 10-1 Tigers over Cleveland. Alexei, and that'll retire the side. Couple of hits, no errors, one left. After 3.5, Angels by 1.
Which two Angels in team history have won the AL MVP award? The answer, Don Baylor, 1979, and Vladimir Guerrero in 2004.
So here's AJ.
Now it's time for the Illinois Lottery Anything's Possible replay, and it's a career high in home runs for AJ. It is 19th in the first inning, a 3-run shot. At the time, it made it 4-1.
Nothing into the count. Up and in, got him, 1 out. And you can come see our Sox take on the Oakland A's Saturday, August 11th at 6:10 p.m. First 20,000 fans get a camouflage cap. And I saw it tonight. It is nice. Presented by Outdoor Channel and Xfinity. So purchase tickets by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. That's Saturday, August 11th, 6:10, Sox and Oakland. Tank. Very quickly, 2 down. And on another sad note, Sean Lynch, 16-year-old from downstate Bonfield, sadly passed away from a drowning accident in the Kankakee River on July 29th. He was a huge Sox fan, loved his Sox, bright, energetic kid, and we'd like to send out our condolences to his family and his friends. 16 years old. Oh, and 1 to count. Alexei, a sharp single right back through the middle. And the count evens at 1. Doubleheader in Washington. As I mentioned, they beat the Marlins 7-4 in game 1. There's a strike. Top of the 6th in game 2. It is Washington 1, Marlins nothing. There's a nice piece of hitting right there on a 1-2 count. A B pitch. And just serves it into center field.
Menard's pitch tracks will show you number 4 is a good breaking ball out of the strike zone. Alexei had to be in protection mode, and he just bloops it into center field.
Here's Gordon, grounded out to short. Alexei caught stealing. Back in the second. Had a decent lead, didn't get a good jump, and they got it.
Trout is very deep in center field, which is unusual for a guy with the kind of speed that he has. But he figures in a 1-run game, you can live with something in front of you.
Gordon made a good pass at it, underneath it. If you're just tuning in, the walks have hurt us. And there's a breaking ball softly hit. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the 5th, trailing 5-4. It's the top of the fifth inning and a 5-4 Angel lead. They scored 1 in the top of the first. We scored 4 in the bottom of the first. They scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third. That 2 in the second, 2 in the third coming with 2 out, nobody on. And the base on balls. Phillip has walked 3. All 3 have scored. Morales now 1 for 2, a single, a walk, a run scored, and that ground out to short. And that'll bring up Callaspo.
It is indeed Elvis night. And there's some well-dressed folks around this evening.
First pitch strike to Alberto. He grounded to short softly. Then he walked and scored in the third. Curveball strike, 0-2. Uke, 1 hopper. Two out to Howie Kendrick.
Here's where the problem started in the second and third inning with 2 outs, nobody on. And a pair of runs in each of those innings.
Takes first pitch strike.
There's a line score so far. Now what Phillip has to do is start eating up some innings. It'll be a long homestand, 1 day off. So we don't want to get into that pen quite as early.
Three and 1 to count. It's full. Shanks that one right side. Angels, as we mentioned, 27 and 27 on the road, 30 and 22 at home. And there's another souvenir. Kendrick an all-star last year. And he draws the 2-out walk. So here's this Turris. He went out to left, then in the third had an RBI single. And a reminder, you can come see our Sox take on the Angels this Sunday at 1:10. First 10,000 kids 13 and under receive a chest protector backpack presented by Chicagoland Plumbing Council. Purchase tickets by visiting whitesox.com or calling 866-SOX-GAME. And that's up high. Yukon the grass. Outfield around to the left. This tourist out of Barquisimeto as there he goes, and that pitch is fouled away. Barquisimeto in Venezuela.
Howie Kendrick asked Dana DeMuth because he just wasn't going to take the word of Alexei Ramirez, which is usually a pretty good thing. There's some very sneaky middle infielders. I tell you to go back to the bat.
And what new, another base hit by Izturis. A rolling breaking ball.
That's going to probably send the bullpen up and going. It's Don Cooper on the phone. 2 outs again with nobody on. That one stayed right in the middle of the plate. Second time in a row, base hit to left field. And now Coop going out to give his bullpen a chance to get loose. Nate Jones throwing into pen as Phillip nears 100 mark in pitches.
Here's Chris Ionetta. He walked and scored in the second. Hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice in third. And took a vicious collision with Big Adam Dunn. Up high, ball 1. Mike Trout on deck. He already has a long 2-run homer. And the count 2-0.
Got to be careful with a fastball if that's what's forthcoming, because Ionetta, who's not much of an average hitter, does have some fairly big power. He showed that when he was with the Colorado Rockies.
That's into right field. That's a can of corn. So some more trouble with 2 out, nobody on, but they couldn't score. Halfway home, we trail it by 1. Top of the order here in the bottom of the 5th. Piazza, Youkilis, and Big Adam Dunn. Piazza is 2 for 2. Oh, Greinke. Callaspo in on the grass at third. Pujols halfway at first and off the line. Outfield slightly to the left. Nice gap out there in right center. '28-year-old right-hander. Grew up in Apopka. The Blue Darters. Right outside of Orlando. Now resides in Orlando. Just a terrific athlete. Takes that strike. And a count of 1-2.
The last 14 games has been red hot. He dropped into the 270s. Now as he comes to bat, he's hitting an even 290. He's been driving in runs. He's been scoring runs. He's been among the league leaders in runs scored from the beginning of the year.
Just got a piece of that low curveball. Start us off right here, Alejandro. The 1-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat. And the lead man down. Well, here's Uke. A single and a run scored in the first. He struck out in the second.
Had a terrific hit and run in the first inning as Robin broke out the running game early in this one. In the first inning, yielded 4 runs. Since then, Greinke's been pretty tough. Giving up just 3 singles and no runs since the 4-run first.
You did not like that call.
Menard pitch tracks will show you that they're both pretty much on the plate.
That curveball popped it up. Got a cookie. Trumbo coming on, and that is out number 2.
Greinke's been very fortunate tonight on a couple of breaking balls that he rolled up there. Not a whole lot on him, but he's had some of our hitters well out in front. Pitches normally that they would pummel, but not tonight.
So here's Dunn. He walked in the first, grounded out. Leading off the third. Leading the league in 2 by 2 over Granderson, Hamilton, 3 over Trumbo, and Encarnacion. Made a good pitch on him. Got it called for a strike. 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. The payoff pitch. And another souvenir. Into the mezzanine left side. I mentioned a good crowd on hand. We're going to have good crowds, hopefully, for the whole homestand. Sox come in averaging 23,816. Angels averaging 37,525. And another souvenir. Texas leading the American League in attendance, averaging 43,417, followed by the Yankees at 43,130. Another chop foul. National League, the Giants, 2,294,000, but they played 5 more home dates than the Phillies. Phillies averaging almost 45,000 a game. Giants averaging almost 42,000 a game.
Mostly Greinke has tried the inside part of the plate, trying to keep it under the hands of Adam Dunn. One way a couple of times, but Adam is really battling this at bat. He's spoiled some very good pitches. And Greinke so far doesn't have the answer to getting one by him.
This will be pitch number 81 for Zach. And that was that slow curveball again. And yet another 3-2 pitch. Got him with a fastball. 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the 6th. Us. She's been with us almost 4 years now. She's going to be going to New York to cover the Yankees and the Nets. And Sarah, we're going to miss you, hon.
Gosh, I am going to miss all of you, and I can't even say enough about the White Sox organization, Comcast Sportsnet, and all of the White Sox fans that I feel like have become family, born and raised here on the South Side. Words can't fully express my gratitude for everything the city has done for me, and I promise you, no matter where I go or where it takes me, it will always be home right here in Chicago.
Well, why don't you look at the board out there?
Oh, how sweet.
Sarah, we're going to miss you absolutely destroying our Chuck as well.
Oh, well, good. That's the most important part, right? We love him as well.
Sarah Kustok, we really will miss. She's a wonderful person.
You guys.
As we get set here to go to the top of the 6th inning, top of the order. Trout, Hunter, Pujols. First pitch strike to the 20-year-old who is 2 for 3, a long 2-run homer. On a fastball in the 2nd inning. Then he beat out an infield single. Power, speed, everything it takes. And Mike Scioscia comparing him to the greatest offensive player that I ever saw in my over half century in this game, Ricky Henderson. That breaking ball high and to right. So 1 out. And that is quite a comparison. So here's Hunter. And he doubled and scored in the first. Went out 3-1 in the second. And then hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Boy, 37 years old now. Last year hit 262, 23 homers, and drove in 82 for the Halos. The Halos with the addition of Greinke, trying to bolster that staff up. They're only 5 games back of Texas.
Somewhat hard to believe now that Mike Trout has 39 multi-hit games. So does Alex Rios.
Alexei, that's out number 2. Texas, of course, picking up Ryan Dempster to try to counter that move by the Halos. As here is Pujols. He went out to right, struck out, and then in the 4th hit a fly ball that just absolutely split Piazza and Rios. Fell in for a double. He now has 32 backers. Can't get that good curveball right there from Phillip.
Dempster found out a little about life in the American League when he faced this Angel team and didn't make it out of the 5th inning, giving up 8 earned runs. Then he'll probably face Boston next, the Tigers after that, and the Yankees after that. So some indoctrination into this league, facing 4 of the best offensive teams around.
The 2-1 pitch. Could not check it up. And tomorrow at 6:10, our Sox take on these Angels again. So make your plans to be with us. First 20,000 adults age 21 and over will receive a beer vendor bobblehead presented by Miller Lite. Has a hanging curveball. Stay in here. It is a 6-4 Angel lead. Number 23. RBI number 74 for Pujols.
Albert got off to a very, very slow start, prompting just about everybody to think that maybe the change in leagues had really hurt him. But hanging curveballs are hanging curveballs in any league, and our Ford home run replay probably going to be the last pitch that Phillip is going to make tonight. Right at 109 pitches, trailing by 2. Robin comes out, takes the baseball away. And so as Phillip comes out of this one, and Nate Jones comes in, we'll step out and be back after these messages.
Premiere Gas Money, the new game show that gives the fan of the street a chance to show off their sports knowledge and fill up their tank. Gas Money presented by Honda. Sunday night at 7 only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Now it's our Honda call to the pen, and it is Nate Jones who comes in with a 2-run deficit. Got to hold him right there. He's 4-0, ERA 3.43. On for the 39th time. Phillips' big problem tonight was his inability with 2 outs in an inning to get the 3rd out. Most all the damage done with 2 outs for these Angels.
5 of the 6 runs scoring with 2 out, nobody on. Trumbo. He's 1 for 3, an RBI single. And a couple of grounders to Alexei. 6-10-0 for them, 4-7-0 for us. So he was down 2 runs with all that going on. Chops that foul. 2 out, 1 and 2 the count.
Numbers on number, 5 2/3 innings, 6 runs on 10 hits. He walked 4. He fanned just 1.
Three of the 4 walks crossed home plate. Was ahead of him, and now it's full. He go, and that'll do it. After 5.5, we trail it by 2. By GMC, going the end zone with Bears running back Matt Forte. Hear why he has no regrets on waiting to sign his new contract, plus adapting to a new offensive coordinator and his personal advice from your fantasy team. Sit down with Forte Sunday night at 10 on Sportsnet Central, right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Konerko, Rios, Pierzynski here in our half of the 6th inning as we trail it by 2. 6-10-0 for the Halos, 4-7-0 for our guys. Tomorrow night, Gavin Floyd against Urban Santana, so make your plans to be with us. 6:10 start. If you can, that game will be over WGN. And on Sunday afternoon, Francisco Liriano against Dan Herron, and that game right back here on Comcast Sportsnet. So here's Paulie 0 for 2. Takes ball 1. Call that a strike. And the count 1-1. Top of the 7th inning in Kansas City. 2-1 Texas. Paulie could not get that one. That slow curveball. Greinke, while he was not pitching in high school, was just an outstanding shortstop with big power.
Here's a Home Depot doing more on defense. Mark Trumbo gets the ball in left field on a base hit by Rios, and here comes Big Adam Dunn. The throw is on the money, and a huge collision at the plate, knocking Iannetta down, but not out as he held on to the ball.
Two 2-0. Alex, who has just been absolutely outstanding all season long, both with the leather and the lumber. That ball hammered into the gap. Stand up, stay up. It will. You can put it on the board. Yeah. Just a frozen rope out of here. A screaming Mimi. You could have hung out all the doors in Cook County, and it's a 6-5 ball game. First.
17 home runs, 65 driven in. And Alex Rios continues his red-hot hitting. Pulls us within 1. The Ford home run replay. It's a fastball low. Greinke didn't get it in, but Alex hit it out.
So here's A.J. Takes the bunt, takes the ball, and of course with those 2 home runs tonight by our guys, the Alex Snellius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 127 and 28, so $12,800 donated by Alex Snellius in loving memory of Ursula. Checks it up in the count 2-0. And that is high in left field. Trumbo. And if you missed A.J. back in that first inning, 2 men aboard. So here's Tank. Tank is grounded softly to third and softly to short. Slow curveball, no. Tank now 1 for 8 lifetime off Greinke. Rios now 13 for 36 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Slow curve. AJ now 21 for 52 with 3 homers and 8 RBIs. As down goes Viciato, but the home run by Rios will go to the 7th, trailing now 6-5. Camp reports on Sportsnet Central. Kip Lewis, and John Moon Mullen. Bring you exclusive interviews, the latest roster moves, and more from Bears camp in Bourbonnais. Bears training camp reports every night on Sportsnet Central, only right here on Comcast Sportsnet. First pitch fouled away by Morales. Henry 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a run scored. 32,060. In the house, I think it might be a little more than that. And there's a single. Blueprint of the first base hit he had back in the first inning. It'll bring up Callaspo. He grounded to short. Alexei made a nice play on him. Then he walked and scored back in the 3rd. And in the 5th, he grounded out to Uke. Takes down low from Nate Jones. That one at 97.
Time now for AT&T UVerse Multiview.
Two and 0 the count. First of a big homestand for our guys.
Especially considering that Detroit has already defeated Cleveland. They jumped on Masterson early in that one.
2-1 to count.
First victory for newly acquired Anibal Sanchez, who lost his first game as a Tiger. Had plenty of support in this one. 10 runs on 16 hits.
No walks, Nate. 3-1. Trouble of brewing. First 2 men aboard. No activity down in the pen. 5th walk of the game issued. by our pitching.
Kevin Youkilis comes over talking with Nate Jones about what he wants him to do in case there's a bunt laid down by Kendrick.
Now Coop out is going to give the bullpen a little time to get cranked up.
Also going to make sure he knows, and everybody else in the infield knows, just exactly what they want to do on the wheel play. Kendrick has a couple of sacrifices this year.
Probably a chit chat. You can join our White Sox mobile group today by texting Ultimate to 244-769. Mobile users get exclusive offers, deals, and contest info. Joining enters you into the drawing for our Ultimate Fan Package, where a lucky winner will receive 2 VIP game tickets, an autographed item, and Comiskey cash. Joining is free, but message and data rates may apply.
Layson Septimo loosening up in the pen.
First pitch strike. Howie Kendrick, who is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Elvis night and fireworks night here at the old ballpark.
Kendrick has grounded into 16 double plays this year. That leads his ball club by fairly substantial margin, so they elect not to bunt. Now all we need is a ground ball.
The 0-2. Nice pick by, good feed. Rack 'em up. Beautiful twin killing started by Beckham. And a beautiful feed going hard away from second base.
Here's our Xfinity high-speed action replay, and it's double play number 17 grounded into. This of the more spectacular variety. Good solid play by Gordon Beckham. The ball is hit hard. Once you get it to the Ramirez, though, very few people are going to beat that arm.
Here's Turris, 2 for 3 with an RBI, fouls it away. Up high at 98. That's into center field. We got a man there. So Nate pitches in and pitches out of a jam. 7th inning stretch. We lead it. We trail it 6-5. 6-11-0 for their guys, 5-8-0 for our guys here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Alexei, Beckham, then back to the top of the order with Diaza to face Zach Greinke. Alexei is 2 for 2. Checks it up. He did go. And that's low. 1-1 to count to Ramirez. Tops that one. Foul left side. So Greinke on top, 1-2. And there's another base hit. Well, a good way to start the bottom of the 7th.
Ramirez once again took one off the ground. Our BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks will show you this ball low and out of the zone. Greinke's continued to try to entice Ramirez with those pitches, and he continues to dump them in the outfield.
Here's Beckham. See what he's going to do. Too much time. Callaspo will be about eating with a bag when he gets set. There's the bunt down the third baseline. Callaspo's got to make a good throw. He does. Pujols coming off that bag in a hurry. So the sacrifice. 5-3.
Good bunt by Gordon Beckham. That's his 5th sacrifice. And it's a very close play at first. Good play by Callaspo. And Albert's not in the bag when he caught the ball. Paul Nauert gave him the benefit of the doubt.
So here's Diaza. He's 2 for 3. That ball hit good in the left field. It's going to be over the head of Trumbo. One hop. Alexei will score. This game is tied at 6 on the ground rule double by Alejandro Diaza. It's all good.
.43rd run driven in on the 3rd hit by Diaza. Alejandro has really kicked it into high gear, especially over the last couple of weeks. Gets a fastball out over the plate, drives it over the head of Trumbo. And Mike Butcher coming out now to have a talk with Zach Greinke. Greinke's never had a whole lot of luck with our ball club. 3 under 500 at 7-10 with an ERA now up over 4. And almost identical numbers up on the scoreboard. The difference just 1 hit. The Angels with 11. Our boys with 10. And Greinke on the verge of giving up the lead as the bullpen up and going. It's Jepson.
And here's Uke. Uke 1 for 3 with a run scored. Pick him up, Uke. Trout Over towards Torrey Hunter in right. Breaking ball. Iannetta kept it in front of him. Two and 0 the count. Adam Dunn on deck.
With runners in scoring position, our Sox lead the major leagues at 293. We've got 4 of our hitters in the top 10 hitting with runners in scoring position. And that's one of the reasons why we've been occupying first place as long as we have.
Another long look in. And the count 3-0. This next pitch will be number 105 for Greinke. Takes it right there. And no.
Brett Myers loosening up in our pen.
And that's ball 4. So the second walk issued by Greinke. And here comes the first walk he issued. It was Adam Dunn back in the first inning. Adam 0 for 2 tonight. He's due. Nice gap out there in right center. And he takes down low with Konerko walking out on deck. Well, he does. We'll give you a couple of the scores. Tampa Bay shut out Baltimore 2-0. Yankees over the Mariners 6-3 in the Bronx. D-backs, they're rolling. Beat Philly 4-2. San Francisco leading the Rockies 3-0. Bottom of the 6th in Denver. Atlanta 4, Houston 1, bottom of the 8th down in Georgia. Cincinnati shut out Pittsburgh in a big game. That's Great American Ballpark 3-0. But right here, a 6-6 tie. Diaz at second, Euclid at first. One down. Adam looking for it, got it, and underneath it, fouls it back.
BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks, and he didn't want it there. It was up on the inner portion. Tom would like it a little lower, a little more out over the plate.
Checks it up. Callaspo, he's there, makes the catch. And that is out number 2, and that'll bring up Konerko.
Adam didn't want to swing. The bat broke as Greinke went inside again. And Callaspo makes a pretty good sliding grab. Greinke does what he has to do, which is the unoccupied base is third. And he's over there to make sure that it stays unoccupied.
Another meeting at the mound. Check some other scores for you. Bottom of the 6th in St. Louis, Cardinals leading Milwaukee 5-3. No score. Cubs at Dodgers. That's in the bottom of the 2nd. Bottom of the 8th at Fenway. Twins and Red Sox are tied at 5. Washington beat the Marlins 7-4 game 1 of a doubleheader. Marlins leading 5-1, bottom of the 9th in game 2. Texas now leading Kansas City 5-2, top of the 8th. But right here, a 6-6 tie, bottom of the 7th. 2 on, 2 out. There's that curveball. I mentioned earlier, Paulie had trouble with Greinke. 9 for 65 now.
With 2 outs and runners in scoring position, Paulie's been one of the best in baseball at 368. That's the situation he finds himself in here.
Off the end of the bat. But we come up with 1 on the double by Alejandro Diaz, knocking in Alexei, who had single, gone to second on a sacrifice bunt. We'll go to the 8th, tied at 6. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Chris Iannetta, 9th place hitter. Then back to the top of the order with Mike Trout and Torrey Hunter.
And they'll be looking at Brett Myers, who's on for the 6th time. He's 0-1 this year.
Nate Jones goes an inning and a third. Gives up a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. One and one to count. And it's 2-1. Just getting home, tuning in. First of a 3-game set with these Halos. First of a 10-day, 9-game homestand. And there's the leadoff single. And they're now 1 for 3. And here comes Trout. He's 2 for 4 with a long 2-run homer. And if you missed it back in the 2nd inning, 2 on, nobody out, a walk to Iannetta and then Trout.
Home run number 19. And with Trout, it has been done. And this is 84th game. He's grounded into a grand total of 1 double play. 341 at bats. Peter Borges, another speed burner, running at first.
Good lead.
Borges, despite all that speed, only 2 stolen bases in 3 attempts.
But off the plate, takes a spin, bounces back. 0-1 to count.
Fairly surprising, seeing as he does not have a sacrifice bunt this year.
There he goes. Taking him right to the bag. He will not be able to get there, but he'll get Trout at first base.
Maybe a step or so to his left, but not where he is now as Borges gets there quickly. Trout retired.
Here's Torrey Hunter. He's 1 for 4. Got a hanging curveball on an 0-2 count. Mumber back in the 1st inning and hit a rocket right down the 3rd base line for a double, and then came around to score on a single by Trumbo. 6-12-0 for the Halos. 6-10-0 for our Sox. As he fakes the bunt and takes the ball. Count evens. Pujols on deck. And that's out of play.
Torrey Hunter has struck out quite a bit. 81 times this year. So if you can get by Hunter, With Borges at second, then you've got a decision. Put Pujols at first or pitch to him and take your chances with a much younger, much less experienced Trumbo.
One and two the count to the 37-year-old veteran. Pujols on deck. 51 at bats against Myers. Is hitting .353 with 4 home runs. Two and two. And that's low. Full count. He gone. Put him on.
82 strikeouts for Hunter. And now the decision we talked about. They're one of baseball's most dangerous hitters.
Pujols 2 for 4 tonight. Fly out to right, a strikeout. A double that fell in between Rios and Diaza. And then he got a hanging curveball from Phillip and hit it out of here. So then now they're going to make the put on. .353 and 51 at bats with 4 homers. That'll get it done. So here comes Trumbo. Had a good piece of hitting for an RBI, 2-out RBI single in the first inning. And in the third and fourth innings, he grounded out to Alexei. And in the sixth, he struck out. That was against Nate Jones. But make a mistake. 28 homers, 71 knocked in. Both runners will advance. So the wild pitch. Kendry Morales switch hitting. DH on deck, who was 2 for 3 tonight. It was popped up and not playable. Souvenir right side just over their dugout. Outfield for the most part straight up, bit of a gap in right center. That is another high ball, and that's going to be another souvenir. So Brett on top in the count, 1 and 2. They threaten, can't score. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 6. Sox fans, every White Sox Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday, and each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United, proud to fly our White Sox.
Fred Myers' best pitch has always been his over-the-top curveball, and that one is a dandy. Keeps it away from Trumbo for the 2nd time in a row. He's down on strikes. Myers gets out of a tough jam with the tie game intact. Now we've got Kevin Jepson coming into the game. Jepson out for the 23rd time, 1-1 record, ERA 4.5. Only 4 walks in 18 innings. Bobby Wilson checks in the game behind the plate.
And here's Alex. He's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And here's what he did in the 6th. Two 2-0 the count. AJ on deck. Alex now 17 homers, 65 driven in. Takes that one at 97. 2-1. Three and 1.
Reed and Crane throwing in the pen. You get a run, it's Reed. You don't get a run, it's Crane.
Made a good pitch on him, and that's out number 1. So here's AJ. He's 1 for 3, and it was a biggie. A 3-run homer in the first inning. Made it a 4-1 Sox lead. His career high 19th. AJ now has 58 knocked in. Luciano on deck. Evans at 1. Shot, line foul. Two balls, two strikes. AJ 0 for 2 lifetime against Kevin Jepson. And a full count. For a couple of years, Jepson is a slider. There you see Tank. And the payoff pitch. Yanks that one foul. And the payoff. That's ball 4. So the 1-out walk. The Tank 0 for 3 tonight. Soft ground ball to third, soft ground ball to shortstop, and a strikeout. So he's glad to see Greinke out of there. First and third in Tank. Trout very deep in center field. The same for Hunter in right. Takes first pitch strike. And that's outside. That one at 97. Just tuning in, Angels 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the sixth. We had 4 in the first, 1 in the sixth, and 1 in the seventh. Five of the 6 Angel runs came with 2 out, nobody on. Two in the second did, 2 in the third did, and the 1 in the sixth did. One out, and Jepson with the 1-2. Chops that one foul. And once again, a reminder, your plans to be with us tomorrow night, 6:10 start. Gavin Floyd, who has really been pitching his rear end off against Urban Santana. And Sunday afternoon, Francisco Liriana against Dan Herron. Tomorrow's game will be over WGN if you can't make it to the park. And Sunday's right back here on Comcast Sportsnet. But right here, 1-2 again. For their guys, in the ninth, it'll be Morales, Gallaspo, and Kendrick. Got him. 2 down.
Reached back, got a little something extra. The entire at bat, he stayed away from Viciedo. And that one got the job done. So Jepson, who's been in this organization since 2002, when he was a second-round draft pick, now paying pretty good dividends out of the bullpen.
There you see Alexi is 3 for 3 tonight and 3 for 6 off Jepson. And that fastball is popped up. Hunter makes the catch. We'll go to the ninth, still tied at 6. Area police and fire departments, because August 8th at 7:10, well, that's Police and Fire Night presented by Underwriters Laboratories. Also, the first 20,000 fans get White Sox drawstring bags. So to purchase tickets, visit whitesox.com or call 866-SOX-GAME.
Jesse Crain comes into this one at 2-1. His ERA 2.42 on for the 29th time. And he's not facing the meat of the order. So keep it tied, turn it over to the offense. Let's win the first game of this long homestand.
Morales 2 for 3 with a walk and a run score. Morales coming into this year, missed all last season with that bad break. A 284 hitter with 57 homers and 192 knocked in, as there is strike 2. So 0-2 the count. Morales in 2009 hit 34 homers and drove in 108.
Paulie is right on the line at first base, making sure that nothing get between him and the bag. Pretty much a no double set all the way around, as the outfield is very deep.
Bangs that over by the screen in front of the dugout.
Jason Isringhausen, veteran right-hander, throwing in the pen.
Two and two the count. 29-year-old. Switch hitter. Got way ahead of him, and now it's a full count. He gone. Big out.
Went to the curveball. Looked like it had the inside part of the plate. Jesse must be feeling very comfortable if he would risk walking the potential winning run, but he got him.
Here's Kai Espo. He is 4 for 9 off Jesse with a homer. Takes first pitch strike. Kai Espo tonight. A grounder to short. A grounder to third. 2 walks and a run scored. One and one to count. Gallasco out of Maracay, Venezuela. Good change. Count evens at 2. Coop. Yeah, another full count. 6-12 and 0 for them. 6-10 and 0 for us. He gone. 2 down.
That's a huge break, as that ball was a good 4 inches off the plate. But occasionally you've got to get those, and Jesse just got one. BMO Harris Bank pitch tracks. Wow.
So here's Kendrick. He's 1 for 3. A single and a walk. Takes first pitch strike. For our guys in the ninth, Beckham, then back to the top of the order with Diaza, Youkilis, Dunn, Canerco, high into right field. That's can of corn for Alex. So Jesse with a couple of strikeouts and a fly out. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth in this 6-6 tie.
against Gavin Floyd at tomorrow. Then on Sunday, Dan Herron, a surprisingly high ERA, against Francisco Liriano, who threw the ball very well in his first game as a member of our Sox. So that's the remainder of the series. And here, Jason Isringhausen comes into the game. 3-1 this year, ERA just over 3, on for the 38th time. He's making a comeback of sorts after being one of the Fab Three with the New York Mets many years ago. There was Paul Wilson, there was Isringhausen, and Bill Pulsiver. Wilson, Pulsiver never really lived up to what they should have been, and Isringhausen has been a closer and has stayed around the game for a long time.
So here we go. Beckham to lead it off. Gordon 0 for 2 with a beautiful sacrifice bunt. Going after first pitch, and that's going to be a souvenir. And you can follow our Sox with the MLB.com @Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @Bat to 31826 and visit WhiteSox.com for details. Curveball. Nothing into the count. That curveball tops that one foul.
Matt Thornton throwing into pen.
Another breaking ball, another foul.
In 2004, Isringhausen had 47 saves to lead the league with the St. Louis Cardinals. 2.87 ERA. He finished 66 games. That also led the league in that department. So he's had some very good years. 300 saves, I should hope that he's had some good years.
Count hangs. No balls, 2 strikes to our leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 9th in this 6-6 tie. Tries to dot the outside corner.
That ball was off the corner. Just at where Wilson set up, he hit his glove, but it was a good 4 inches wide.
And the count 2-2. Starting to get a little interesting. And another. This will be the 9th pitch coming up. One out.
battle for Gordon. But Isringhausen puts it right on the corner. And he goes down on strikes.
Here's Yazzie. He's 3 for 4 tonight. Single in the first off Greinke. Single in the second off Greinke. Then in the seventh, an RBI double off Greinke. Corners in close. Take strike one. 32,060. Sox led at 4-1 after one. The Halos 2 in the second, 2 in the third.
Strike zone getting expanded a bit.
0-2. Just got a piece of that breaking pitch. Staying on top of it. Alejandro. Two down.
Not like Brett Myers, the best pitch for Isringhausen has always been that overhand curveball. He actually lifts his fingers off the ball, and occasionally it'll tip it to a hitter, but it's pretty tough to see. Easy to see from up here, a little tougher to see from down there.
Uke has single, scored, walked. He's 0 for 2. That strike evens the count. We go to extra innings. It'll be as Turris, Wilson, and back to the top of the order with Mike Trout. Ground ball sucked up by Callaspo, and Isringhausen with a 1-2-3 ninth. Extra innings tied at 6. jerky all season long. Jack Link's beef jerky. Feed your wild side.
Back into the top of the 10th inning, and it's Matt Thornton coming in the ball game. There's been Umber, Jones, Myers, Crane, and now Thornton. On for the 51st time. He's been a very busy man, the busiest on the staff. 3-6, 3.60 ERA, and the game tied at 6. That's what's happened in extra innings for both teams. Neither have been terribly impressive. We have the advantage of the last at bats, and you'd always rather be at home.
Maestros Torres will lead it off. He's 2 for 4. Switch hitter. Makes a bunt, takes the strike. Sox in those 9 extra inning games have played 5 of them here at home. We won of the 5. We won 2. And there's a strike. Taking some other scores for you. Top of the 5th. In Los Angeles, 1-1 tie, Cubs and the Dodgers. Gordon, lead man down. Bottom of the 10th at Fenway, 6-5 Minnesota. Bottom of the 8th in St. Louis, Cardinals leading Milwaukee 8-3. And Latos shut out Pittsburgh 3-0. Latos now 10-3. Wandy Rodriguez took the loss. He's 7-10. Chapman his 24th save. So here's Wilson making his first plate appearance. With that win by Cincinnati, Pittsburgh falls 4.5 games back. Top of the 8th in Denver, 10-4 San Francisco. Talking about the Giants. Giants in July played 12 home games, and only one guy hit a home run there. That was Buster Posey in 12 games. There's a strike. 2-2. Mets leading San Diego 1-0. Going to the bottom of the 6th at Petco. Close. Full count with Trout on deck. So the walk to Wilson. And Trout is 2 for 5. A 2-run homer and an infield single.
And the outfield very deep all the way around. You not exactly on the line at third. Now he moves a couple of steps closer.
First pitch strike to the 20-year-old, soon to be 21. In 4 days. It is a final now from Fenway. 6-5 Twins. (21) to count. ball. Kicks foul. Bottom of the fourth in Oakland. A's leading Toronto 3-1. D-backs beat the Phillies 4-2 at Citizens Bank. Yankees beat Seattle 6-3 in the Bronx. Sabathia over Millwood. Sabathia 11-3. Right here, the 1-2 pitch. He gone. 2 down.
Man takes a little something off and drops a breaking ball on him that AJ yanks down into the zone, and it's a called third.
So here's Hunter. 4 for 10 lifetime off Matt with 3 strikeouts. Outfield straight up, spread out and deep. Torrey can't get it. Albert Pujols on deck.
Now Euclid is over toward the line, making sure that nothing can get between him and the bag. Base hit has got to go to his left.
There he goes. And there is the base hit. So Wilson will make the turn, go in and bring Pujols to the plate.
Wilson running on the play. The fastball up and out over the plate. Just under a diving Ramirez, and Wilson easily into third base.
Pujols has faced Matt twice, and he has 1 hit. Pujols this year hitting at .295 against left-handers with 8 homers and 25 knocked in. Albert 2 for 4, a double and a solo homer. Looks at first pitch strike, that one at 95. Comebacker, Matt's got him. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th, 6-6.
Hisanori Takahashi on for the 35th time, 0-2 ERA in excess of 470. A little hitch in his delivery, only 10 walks, so he gets the ball over the plate. And a good job of pitching by Matt Thornton, retiring Albert Pujols and getting out of the top of the 10th.
So here's Adam, 3 for 8 off Takahashi. But tonight he is 0 for 3 with a walk. Big breaking ball stays inside. And the count 2-0. And it's 3-0 with Polly on deck. Angels with a right-hander down in that pen. And there's a strike. Right here. Adam right now. Checks it up. Callaspo can't get it. Adam done with an infield single.
Going to be Jordan Danks coming in the game to pinch run. Dunn tries to check his swing, then realizes the ball's in play. Callaspo couldn't get it out of his glove. By the time he did, Adam was able to beat the play at first despite nice backhand pickup by Albert Pujols.
So, Takahashi. Takahashi departs, and we'll be back. home start at U.S. Cellular Field as the good guys wrap up this series with these Angels. Coverage begins at 12:30 with White Sox pregame live presented by Honda City. White Sox Angels Sunday at 12:30 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Our Honda call to the pen is David Carpenter, who's 1-2 this year with an ERA just below 4 on for the 27th time. Control has been a factor. 17 walks in 38 in the third inning. He inherits the winning run at first base as Jordan Danks, with pretty good speed, pinch running for the big man, whose infield single could be the difference in this one.
So Carpenter, 24 years old, out of Grand Prairie, Texas. 6'3", 180 pounds. And he's got Paul Konerko at the plate. Paulie's due. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Well, he has not had the ball out of the infield. One on, nobody out, bottom of the 10th, tied at 6. That pitch misses down low, 1-0. Big gap out there in left center field. Callaspo is back and off the line at third. That was the one. And the count evens at 1.
89 miles an hour right down the middle of the plate.
Just trying to gauge him. Decent lead by Jordan. Now 2-1. Paulie hit into a 5-2 fielder's choice, grounded to short, grounded back to the pitcher, and grounded out to second. A long ball game, and these fans still into it. 4 home runs in the game, 2 by each team. One by Trout, it was a bomb. And Pujols. One by Rios and one by AJ. Nice lead by Danks. And that's chopped over our dugout. Nice catch by one of the fans. So 2-2 the count with Rios on deck. Well, Green made the catch and then handed it to the little one sitting beside him. Thanks, a little bigger lead. One out.
That slider didn't do a whole lot, but it did enough. Got Paulie out in front and struck him out.
Here's Alex. He's 2 for 4. RBI single in the first, and that home run, that line shot. into left center field. The 17th. He now has 65 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. You got to make this guy get it up. He's not going to overpower you. Big hack. And now 0-2 the count. Texas has beaten Kansas City 5-3 for the Angels. As we speak now, 5.5 games back of the Rangers. There he goes. And that throw not nearly in time. Now, Alex, now.
Jordan got a very good jump. Carpenter is exceptionally slow to the plate. And it all added up into a steal with no chance at all for Wilson.
And got a breaking ball. So 1-2. Another breaking pitch. AJ on deck. Nice and easy, short and quick, big guy. Right man, right place, right time, right now. Ball hit hard. Count goes back at the fence, jumps. You can put it on the ball. Two-run homer by Alex Rios, and the Sox win it 8-6. It is all good. Mercy. He made him get it up.
Just like we promised you earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. That's our Miller moment, and what else could it possibly be? Alex Rios, his second home run of the game, his 18th of the year. This one a game winner, and the first in a long homestand goes into our column, as that one didn't make it by much, but it made it by enough. And Alex Rios continues to just pound the baseball.
And right now, let's go down to the field with Sarah.
Sarah Kustak here in front of the White Sox dugout with Alex Rios. Alex, your second homer of the night, but what a huge one. Can you describe what's going through your mind right now in front of this crowd and in front of your team?
Well, I'm just trying to get a good pitch to hit. You know, we got a guy on second. We just needed a base hit to win that game. And it happened that I just hit good, the ball good, and it was out of the game.
You can see the enthusiasm amongst all of your teammates, but what a grind this was, trading leads back and forth. What does a win like this mean against a top team in the league and the way in which the bullpen stepped up and so many of you other players as well?
Well, that tells you how hard we've been.
I promise I will get him back. Thank you.
Sarah Kustak, we love you, and we're going to miss you, honey. Sarah going to New York to the Yes Network. But right now, let's check out our GMC player of the game. Indeed, it is Alex Rios. So for Steve Stone, our director, Jim Angio, our producer, Mike Leary, our associate producer, Dave Ross, our technical manager, Mark Harper, the executive producer, Jim Corno Jr. for the mayor, Bean Joe Groove. Up here in the booth, Mike Mayer, Frank Amato, Paul Carey. Down in the truck and sound, Frank Leone. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody. You've been watching Chicago White Sox baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.